Hello, this is Weston Minish. This is week 4 of brand development, and this is my rebrand assignment. First, I want to go over the 4 companies that are in the analysis. Round 2 golf balls being the company that I chose, Callaway and Titleist being 2 others, and Nike being the one from the actual rebrand assignment last semester. There are several similarities and differences with the companies. Of course, they're all golf balls, so they all have a lot of similarities. Round 2 delivers the same product as the competitor. They're actually providing the exact same product. They're fishing Callaways, Nikes, and Titleist golf balls out of the waterways at golf courses and repackaging them for sale. The difference is that they have to overcome taboos of used golf balls. Now, a lot of you may not be aware of the taboos of used golf balls, but there's a big taboo. The first one and the biggest one being the fact that a lot of golfers think that golf balls that have been submerged in water for any amount of time aren't as good as golf balls. And we'll talk about some of the strategies that we're going to do to overcome these taboos later on in the presentation. Callaways, their similarities is they produce a top-of-the-line golf ball. The difference is price. Callaways are an expensive golf ball, so they really have to be on their game to get their money out of their ball. Nikes, they produce a quality golf ball, similar to many others. The difference is that they provide a golf ball for every player. That's kind of their thing. They have several different types of golf balls designed to help with a slice, a hook, putting, short games, all kinds of things. Titleist, they produce high quality golf balls as well. The difference is that they rule as king of golf balls. If you ask anybody what the best golf ball is, everybody will say Titleist. More professionals use Titleist golf balls than any. And the only downfall to a Titleist golf ball is that they're $50 a dozen. So they are definitely the most expensive of all the golf balls, but they rule as king. So let's talk a breakdown of each product. Callaway, they're the only golf ball that provide a hex dimple shape, and you can see in the picture here that shape, what that shape looks like, and it's supposed to provide the customer with a distance advantage. Their vision is to do as much marketing as they can and testing to develop a better product. Authenticity, they pledge the authenticity of their product through testing on the greens. They're Callaway's committed to knocking Titleist off the top of the golf ball market, and they're aggressively trying to do that. Flexibility, Callaway provides customers with a choice of balls that meet their needs. And coherence, Callaway provides a complete line of golf equipment. So they actually provide clubs, shoes, apparel, pretty much anything that you could think of in the game of golf. Nike is the brand from our rebrand assignment. The picture on the left is what the old packaging looked like, and the picture on the right is after they went through their rebranding and restructuring. And you can see the similarities in the package, but every one still has its own separate identity. Nike's only statement is they're the only golf ball manufacturer that provides a ball for every player regardless of their handicap. Their vision is to provide a golf ball for every player. Coherence is the consistency in packaging and meaning. Nike is one of the most recognizable icons in all of sports. So people have come to rely on just the Nike logo to be good quality product. Value, Nike pledges to provide the best product for the price. Titleist is only a statement. Again, their slogan is that they're the #1 ball on tour, and more professional golfers use the Titleist Pro V1 than any other golf ball by far. Value, Titleist provides the best golf ball in the game of golf, and they have a price tag for it too. Vision, Titleist vision is to get their golf balls into the hands of every professional golfer on tour. They're close to it. There's a few, like Tiger Woods, who has an endorsement with Nike, and a few others that are paid to use other golf balls, but for the most part, most of them use Titleist. Titleist is committed to producing the best golf ball in the game. They do this through product development, research, and testing. Uh, the name Titleist carries with it an amount of authenticity that others strive for. Meaning is clear. For Titleist, they provide the best ball in golf, and professionals will choose their balls. And if professionals use their balls, then every player who's trying to become a professional or increase their game is going to want to use their product as well. Now we go to round two. Round two is the company that I chose to rebrand, and here are some reasons why. Round two is a company that is the most sustainable golf ball company because they recycle golf balls. The differentiation being the only company that recycles golf balls gives round two a distinct advantage because they have no manufacturing process. And in a time where being green is an advantage, this is a good advantage for the company. Flexibility. Round two can provide exactly what other companies are producing because it sells its competitor's product. So it can provide a ball for every company. It can provide a Titleist, the #1 in tour, and it can provide a Callaway with the dimples. Because it uses all these other golf balls, it doesn't have to worry about saying how good their product is because they're using everybody else's product. So it helps them get their product out. Vision. Round two has a vision for the future of golf, and it involves sustainability and recycling practices at all levels. We'll talk a little bit more about that in depth when we get to the brand restructuring. Round two is committed to providing golfers with what they need in a quality ball. They can provide the same balls at a quarter of the price. And that also talks about the value as well. Sustainability is a big thing. It's a big buzzword these days. So Round two is trying to really spearhead that, and their pledge is to be the most sustainable golf ball company by the year 2020. And how we're going to do that is in our rebrand development is to instate different practices at golf courses led by round two to save water and provide solar energy for charging the golf carts, ways to keep the grounds from using as much fertilizer, things like that, to provide the golf course in addition for the golf courses letting round two come in and find their golf balls that use their product. The strength in our SWOT analysis, we got some pretty good information. The strengths were they have very low overhead and no manufacturing process. Because they don't produce any golf balls, they don't have to worry about any pollutants with the manufacturing, and so they can go right along with their sustainability. Weaknesses is that they must rely on the golf courses for merchandise. They have competition with other companies trying to do the same thing, and processing or non-processing of the product. Opportunities, expanding the company into more courses and create collaboration with the golf courses nationwide. And that's what we were talking about, is sustainability practices of coming in and helping the golf courses save money and become more sustainable while being able to work in a symbiotic relationship with the golf courses to get the company, to get the balls. Thread is definitely a loss of merchandise. If they don't have the golf courses to work with, they don't have the product, they go out of business. And competition, again, there's other companies that are trying to do the same thing. So our action plan, round two is on the shelves, but its brand is non-existent. They're set at the bottom of the shelf. They're in this clear package with a sticker on it. It's just, there's nothing, there's no excitement to it, and no information about the product. The biggest advantages are price and variety. The price being a quarter of what most golf balls are, and variety being that they can provide packaging that changes. They can provide a round two package of Nikes, a package of Titleist, or a combination of the two. So it's versatile for the customer. Value of the product is you get the same product for a quarter of the price. So in developing the brand, we come up with a strategy. And phase one, we want to rebrand round two golf balls. The first thing we want to do is create a logo. The logo is no good. It needs complete rebranding. Part B being to redesign the package. They use a clear package, and for good reason, so that the customer can see that it's, when you say used golf ball, you think of scuffs and dents and stains and all kinds of stuff. So it needs to be clear so that the customer can see the product. But the package still needs to be redesigned. Part C, we need to start product testing. We need to do tests by submerging golf balls in water for a certain amount of times, and then testing them against the new product to see what the differences are. We've done a little bit of testing, but we haven't really got the funds to really to go all out. And also, after doing the testing, we need to provide a graph or a chart or something on the packaging so that the customer can look and see that the taboos are not true. And then we need to start a brand recognition campaign. One, we want to develop a spokesman to talk about the advantages of the product, and then we need to produce commercials and find some celebrity endorsements. Thanks for sticking with me for the presentation, and I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.